I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with your feeder flash for Monday, February the 27th, and it's time to get back on the gas here. That cattle on feed report is over and done. It was absolutely neutral, not even a bump in the road, so we might as well get right back to where we were after last week's big fat cattle movement and $5 higher market, and the big feeders were selling well late last week, so we might as well get right back on the gas if there's any justification in this market at all on a fundamental basis. But look at that cattle on feed report. February 1st inventories on feed, the actual come in at 100.7. Your estimate was 100.6, so they absolutely notched that. They notched the placements about as well as you can these days. Placements of cattle on feed in January come in at 111.4. The analyst average of guesses there was 110.6. That's less than 1 percentage point. If you round it off, it's both 111. It's the same. That's just what they expected. So that's what makes the market move on these reports, is when it's different than what they thought it was. Well, it come in exactly what they thought it was, so there's no need to break the market like they did the board there late on Friday. But look at marketings, come in exactly to the 10th what they thought it were for fat marketings in January at 110.2%. But you look at the breakdown kind of on those placements, which everybody looks in. I know it was 11% as a total, more than the same time a year ago. But you look at those 6 weights, which we knew we had a lot of those calves in January going on feed. That was up 21% compared to the same time a year before. 7 weights were up 18%, but those 8 weight steers that cattle that normally go on to feed there was actually down 5%. So, that could give a little boost to our early summer fats if not as many of those cattle went on feed as what they normally do. But you look at the real-time index with the addition of Friday's sales. Remember, the board was down nearly $3.50. Your feeder board was nearby. And that was hard on your cash markets, but real-time index come in at 127.42, down 40 cents with the addition of Friday's sales, but still 88 cents higher than the same time the week before. You look at your weekly trends on a cash feeder basis there last week, ending the week with feeder weights mostly steady to $2 higher, with some gains seen in those good, well-tested markets in Kansas, which is commodity cattle. That's your true market there, and they were sure fully steady up to $2 higher. Your calves in the plains and the Midwest, we're just not seeing a good test of them in a lot of places, and they were just kind of unevenly steady. Where they end up having some good calves, they sell higher because they're real demanded, because we got grass coming and everything. But so many times it's just not well tested. The cattle are there, they're not really the kind they want. But we're kind of in the middle in the plains and the Midwest. We're in between our old crop calves and our new crop calves. Don't really have a good test of either one. But down in the Southeast, you're seeing that those order buyers down in the Southeast, those shippers, are getting phone calls from out west saying, put me a load or 2 or 10 together because I've got some grass leased and I need some to put together. That's the kind of cattle they want, is those Southeastern crossbred calves, because they'll turn a flip and they'll be easy to sell at the end of the summer, because they know that feedlots know they're really going to perform in the feedlot next fall. So we did see a gain on those Southeastern calves, which we always do this time of year. But that's your feeder flash for Monday.